I'd like to start and say in advance that I'm kind of a ride or die Disney fan. So, the video might get a little bit heated. You've been warned. So if you're going to compare all the princesses, how would you do all of the princesses? You left out Jasmine, Tiana, and Rapunzel. Serendipness. Your name's Sydney, right? I'm Natalie. I'm a high school student, and I'm a little disappointed in you. You would expect a college student to do a little bit more research on what they're debating about, right? But I guess that's why you're getting an English degree. Anyways, I have watched all the Disney princess movies at least 5 times. So I know them very well, unlike you. This video is not just towards you, it's to all the Disney princess haters. Okay, so you started off with Cinderella. You said she could have left or ran away. And it was just dumb of her to stay and clean floors. So my main points are, her mom died. Her dad died, and she was left as a small child with her stepmom that didn't give a crap about her. Technically, she was forced into child labor. She was a slave. So, how dumb do you feel calling a slave child stupid? I understand that in modern times, we have this freedom to just get our stuff and leave, and we probably have someone that would help us out. Yeah, well, Cinderella didn't have anything. Who was gonna take her in? Nobody. She didn't have friends or neighbors. What? Where's she gonna go? And I did a little research, unlike you. It was predicted that she lived around the 1850s or 1880s. I don't know if you know this, but women weren't treated the same as they are now. Like, no man was gonna help her out, and women were seen as property. There's no respect for them. Get at me. Aurora. So your main points were, even though she was in a trance, how stupid could you be? Also, you do not walk towards a glowing spinning wheel. It's green! I don't know if you know this, but Aurora was cursed as a little baby by this evil witch, Maleficent, that on the day of her 16th birthday, she was going to prick her finger on a spinning wheel's spindle. You know what that is? That's the thing that she touched. This was gonna happen. She was cursed. There was no way around it. How stupid could you be? Do you even know what a trance is? Trance. A half-conscious state characterized by an absence of response to external stimuli, typically as induced by hypnosis or entered by a medium. A glowing orb sent from Maleficent set her into a trance and guided her little happy self all the way up the tower to the spinning wheel. She begins to pull away from it, like trying to fight it, but then Maleficent was like, touch it now. So then she touches it because she's in a trance. Okay, good job. Do you remember that part? Do you remember it? Because I do. You can't just overlook this very important detail so that you can make your argument plausible. Moving on. Snow White, my favorite princess, or perhaps what you refer to her as, perhaps the dumbest of them all. Well, perhaps you should shove your precious hedgehog up your... Okay, I'm sorry. That thing just got out of hand there. I'm sorry. Okay. Her main points were... You said, did she miss the rules of stranger danger? Why did she decide to stay with 7 strange men? Obviously don't really know her backstory. Both of her parents died, leaving her in the care of an evil queen. Do you honestly believe that this evil, vain, conceited woman was going to actually teach Snow White stranger danger? No, she was too busy looking at herself in her magic mirror. I'm pretty sure you know, since you're the expert of stranger danger, your parents are supposed to teach you that. She didn't have parents. Now, as for the 7 strange men, aka 7 dwarves, she was running away from the castle so that she could save herself from getting her precious little heart cut out of her chest. Yeah, I think I would stay with 7 dwarves rather than get my heart taken out. These 7 dwarfs aren't even strange. They're not even threatening at all. The worst one is Grumpy, and he ends up getting jumped by all of them when they were washing their hands before dinner. I'm sure you saw that part, did you? Yeah, okay. I didn't think so. As for the old lady, we already took care of the stranger danger thing. But if you look back at the movie, she comes to her like she is selling the apples. And the lady's like, these are magic apples. And I'm pretty sure if you lived as Snow White did and someone came up to you and was like, you can have any wish you want if you eat this apple, you'd bite into it. Do you ever think of that one? I didn't think so. I'm smelling some defeat here. Ariel. She's crying and little eels come up to her and are like, yo, Ursula can help you. She understands that Ursula's evil, okay? She has second thoughts about it, though, and she considers it. So she goes ahead and goes to Ursula. I mean, she does go through processes where she knows that this is wrong, okay? She's not stupid. As Ursula, as you know, offers her to turn into a human because she's the only person at this point that is willing to give her this so that she can have her true love. She says, but without my voice, how can I? And then, of course, Ursula cuts her off. So she does consider the fact that this doesn't make sense at all. Okay? So, but she does agree to it, though, because Ursula convinces her and says that she has a pretty face, she's got body language, and she also says that men, the human men, don't really like conversation anyway. They don't even want to hear girls talk. She's in love. She's going to do what she can to get with the person that she loves. I'm sure you've experienced boyfriends before. Maybe not. And then you were like, how do you think that she's going to get a kiss without talking to him? I do remember the part when they're in the lagoon and they actually almost kiss, but their boat gets flipped over. Yeah, she almost gets that kiss. So, Pocahontas, you claim that she is not an actual princess because A, she doesn't have a crown, and she doesn't have a castle. You don't need that stuff to be a princess. I mean, look at me. A chief in an Indian society was the equivalent to a king. If Pocahontas was the chief's daughter, and the chief was like a king, the daughter of a king is a princess. Good job. Okay, yeah. Have you ever seen Peter Pan? They refer to the chief's daughter in Neverland as Princess Tiger Lily. Enough said. Mulan, I'm gonna just agree with you on that one. I'm not really sure why she's considered a Disney princess. Sweet, sweet Belle. I will say that you had some excellent points on Belle. But what really bothered me about what you said was that she went back for the Beast, but put her family first. Well, let me tell you something here, Sydney. Cinderella and Snow White, both of their parents died, and we're left with scary, evil woman. You think they're gonna put them first? No, they didn't have that choice. Okay, Aurora was never able to meet her actual parents until near the end of the movie. So she didn't have that choice either. But you're forgetting about Pocahontas, who stays back with her family and tribe instead of goes to England with John Smith, who is her now new true love. Did you forget that one? Like, seriously? Belle isn't so super special, okay? She goes back to the castle to sacrifice her own life because she loves the Beast. So now it's suddenly okay for Belle to go and sacrifice something valuable, but it's not acceptable when Ariel decides to sacrifice something for her love. It's called double standards, okay? Because Belle is your favorite princess, it doesn't really give you a right to go and call all the other princesses stupid. I have 2 favorites, but you don't see me dissing all the other princesses. Be respectful. It's a royal family you're talking about. Thanks for listening, though. I hope you've thought about your argument, and you've been a wonderful audience. Have a nice day.